Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Dee, about to react to this vid by the Cinema Guides titled The 7 Levels of Plot Twist. Oh, I love a good plot twist. They are everything. I love a good psychological thriller as well. They are usually the ones that have the best plot twists. Sometimes they'll be in other, genres, but psychological thrillers are goated for having a plot twist. But let's see what's on here. Let's watch.
The 7 levels of plot twists. Spoilers will be kept at a minimum.
Oh, I love Memento. Oh, that is one of my favorite movies. I've mentioned it many, many times. The game is also really good. I like The Usual Suspects as well, but this movie's so good.
None at all.
Level 1. Trash.
The plot twists on this level stink and should have never left the drawing boards. In fact, they should have never left the outer layer of the cerebral cortex in which it came from. Either through financial motivation to set up a sequel, or the creators were bored or missing brain cells. These plot twists disrespect cinema for its contradictions, timeline inconsistency, lack of foreshadowing, and underdevelopment. These twists don't emerge organically from character, theme, or structure. Take Fantastic Beasts 2 as an example. The film spends 2 hours doing a whole load of this and that through subplots, only to drop a twist so garbage that it felt like the writers had never watched or read Harry Potter before. It actively contradicts the established universe based off the timeline is seemingly impossible without some bullcrap timeline alteration. Another garbage twist is Serenity, a film that was going well until the biggest pile of horseshit plot twists. I promise I wouldn't spoil any movies, but you probably won't watch Serenity. The film begins as a normal thriller with an average plot and an even better cast, notably Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway. But that doesn't matter, the story wasn't real, it was a simulation in a fucking fishing game. They took the "it was all a dream" cliche and shat on it even more. Feel free to throw in plot twists where one of the protagonists was actually evil all along or vice versa.
Level 2. Bad.
Twists that try to be smart and have a good idea but sucks due to their contradiction or execution with disappointingly lazy build-up. Like Level 1, they can inherently destroy a film, but they can also garner a small following that fully back the direction of the twist. I'm still recovering from the end of How I Met Your Mother, which I felt was forced in order for certain plot points to hit, with these so-called plot points insulting the core of the show. These twists can also be clunky or goofy, like in The Happening.
I like The Happening, though. I'm sorry. It was goofy and it could have been, executed better, but I still enjoyed it. I'm sorry, and I like the plot.
Another prime example would be Hancock. The movie starts strong, a fresh, gritty take on a reluctant superhero. Then halfway through, the twist drops and you're kinda there like, what the fuck? It derails the tone, doesn't add anything to what was being set up, and weakens Hancock's arc. The last example that defines the bad plot twist level is Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker bringing back
everybody
Palpatine.
hated this.
And no, me saying Palpatine returning is not a spoiler, his goofy ass was in the trailer, but the real twist is his relationship with a certain main character. Is he Finn's long-lost dad? No, but I wish he was. The real twist is so insulting, so desperate that it instantly made what was already a crap Star Wars movie even worse. There's no setup, the delivery was poop with no foreshadowing, and it contradicts the emotional arc of the entire trilogy and spits on the originals.
Level 3. Mid.
These are the plot twists where the crowd goes mild, where the last 2 levels evoked anger and rage. This one evokes your melatonin receptors. The plot twist you don't love or hate, and probably predicted a quarter way through. These twists are perfectly functional and technically make sense, but don't do anything that hasn't been done before. The perfect example is the movie Goodnight Mummy. True story, when I booted up this movie for the first time, my friend walked in, watched it for 5 minutes and guessed the plot twist while still stood up and then walked out. On the other side of the same coin are twists that were placed in just for the sake of it, but you don't really care enough to feel anything. Take Spectre, for example. On paper, the Blofeld twist...
When it's like, oh, that's a twist, or that is the worst.
...monumental, but in execution it feels oddly weightless. There's almost no emotional groundwork laid before the reveal. The film rushes through the connection in a few lines of dialogue, expecting the audience to suddenly care about it when it was never hinted and never thematically explored. James Bond doesn't even react in shock. He reacts like his water stopped working in his apartment. Finally, I would also include the plot twist from the movie Identity. On paper, it's a...
I like this movie. I do like this movie.
Clever concept, which doesn't reinvent the wheel, but the film already dragged on a bit, and the revelation is telegraphed heavily, which...
And I feel like, are you judging this through 2026 lenses or back then? Because this is an older movie, and I remember watching this as a kid, and my mind was blown. But I mean, I was a kid, so there's that. But yeah, I did really like this movie, and it scared the hell out of me.
Can be a good thing, but in this case, it falls flat.
Level 4, upper mid.
Level 4 is where plot twists start to feel satisfying. These aren't mind-melting or genre-defining, but
I love Gone Girl. Fuck out of here. And I'm not judging Gone Girl based on the movie. I forgot how the movie even unfolded. Obviously, I know how the book unfolds, but I mean, as far as I forgot how many details were kept in the movie and what was left out. I don't recall, but I remember reading this book many years ago, and this shook me. Okay, this was a great book. So I don't care how great the movie is or how bad they executed it. They executed it very well in the book. That's one of my favorite books, my favorite psychological thriller books. I don't care what nobody says. It's a great book.
Build up and thematic relevance that the reveal lands.
But that's usually the case too with movies. Like it's very rare that they're able to capture the same essence from the book. It's very rare. So it's very possible that the movie didn't, do a great job at conveying the greatness of that book. But the book the book is good.
Movies in this tier set up twists that seed clues and delivers a payoff that feels earned rather than improvised. Unlike level 3 twists, which are functional but forgettable, level 4 twists have shape. They recontextualize the film and enhance the emotional or narrative stakes. Like I mentioned before, just because a twist is mid doesn't mean the movie is mid. I loved the movie The Visit.
That fucking naked grandma, that shit was wild. No, this movie was funny more than anything. I mean, I did enjoy it, but I was cracking up watching it.
But it would be biased if I put the twist any higher than level 4. Did it shock me? Yes. Did it amplify the quality of the movie? Yes. But it wasn't seismic. It didn't elevate the film beyond its own boundaries. Another great movie with an above-average plot twist is *Malignant*, which you can kind of guess the premise of the twist, but not really the actual product. If you've seen the movie, you'll know what I mean. I would also put twists from Gone Girl and Orphan into this category, and this might be a controversial pick, but screams plot twist as well. The latter's twist is clever, clean, and still widely praised, and I like how it's the original answer to the slasher genre's biggest flaw. How does a single killer appear everywhere at once? Level 4 twists execute well, and they're clever without overreaching and memorable without needing shock value.
Level 5, Great.
Where plot twists cross into impressive territory. These twists elevate the entire film and in turn retroactively make earlier scenes richer, smarter, and more emotionally resonant. The writers hide clues in plain sight, manipulate perspective intentionally,
Kevin Spacey played this role too well.
Shocking and inevitable. When the twist lands, the audience feels deep emotion, and no other film defines this like Primal Fear does. Another movie that sits on this level with a great plot twist is Fight Club. Fincher doesn't rely on shock, he relies on cinematic language, jump cuts, missing time, asymmetrical framing, and clues that are visible only in hindsight. The twist deepens the film's critique of masculinity, consumerism, and identity. Suddenly, every scene is loaded with double meaning. It's the kind of twist that forces you to rewatch the movie. Another great reveal that enriches the movie instead of hijacking it is Sixth Sense. This twist is the gold standard.
Is this it? Because I saw that fucking red balloon.
That enriches the movie.
No, this is Sixth Sense. No, this is iconic. This movie is a classic.
Instead of hijacking it is Sixth Sense. This twist is the gold standard of an overly used trope hidden in plain sight.
That's
the
a great
reveal is
twist.
Shocking, but when the montage plays, the audience realizes that Shanell.
Also, The Others. Also, iconic movie, iconic twist.
Fit in meticulously. Every rule was established. Every scene was structured to support the truth. Examples of other movies that set
like Cabin in the
Usual
Woods
Suspects
too.
and Cabin in the Woods,
Yeah,
both of which
movie.
are fantastic movies with great plot twists. Despite showing an understanding of narrative architecture, what prevents a lot of movies that fall into this category from moving up is the synergy between the twist and the rest of the movie. The twist and the movie must work hand in hand, where removing the reveal would still leave behind a compelling film rather than an empty
This was
shell.
such a
But with that
unique
being
movie.
said, the twist on this level enhances the character, theme, and structure, and it often defined the entire film.
Level 6. Amazing.
These plot twists are masterpieces, a realm where plot twists become pure cinematic craftsmanship. These twists are meticulously engineered, layered with foreshadowing,
mentioned this
emotional
one. I
resonance,
need to
and
watch this.
thematic depth. Where a great plot twist transforms the
Memento is
movie,
so
an
good.
amazing twist
I've seen it
transforms
many
you
times.
as the viewer. These films weaponize perspective, structure, and character psychology to pull you in emotionally. They don't rely on a single trick. They succeed because the entire film is architected around the twist with mathematical precision. The
that movie's
prestigious
good.
twist is the definition of excellence. Christopher Nolan layers the reveal with such intelligence that rewatching the film feels like studying a magic trick in reverse. The brilliance lies in its thematic symmetry, a movie about illusions built around the greatest illusion of all time that completes the film's structure like the final stroke of a masterpiece. The same can be said about Shutter Island with its
Shutter Island.
emotionally brutal twist. Scorsese lures the audience into Teddy's paranoia with stormy cinematography, disorienting edits, and fractured memories. When the twist arrives, it reframes the entire film as a portrait of grief, guilt, and trauma. Another brilliant film that usually goes under most people's radar is The Game,
Yeah,
delivering
it's
one
really
of the
good.
most audacious twists in cinema that left me speechless. What makes the twist incredible isn't the reveal itself, but the precision of the
And the build up also. This movie is so good.
direction leading up to
I need to watch
it. And
these
like
again.
The Game, The Prestige, and Shutter Island, whose twists are built with masterclass precision, The Wailing and Memento also
The
earn
Wailing, that's what he mentioned. I need to write this down so I can read it. I never seen this before. I never even heard of it, honestly.
place here by forcing the audience to reinterpret every choice, every image, and every truth the film presents.
Left.
Where is my folder for shows and movies at? Oh, here it is. Sorry, I gotta do this or I'll forget. The Wailing. Okay.
Level 7. Goat.
Era-defining twists. This is the realm of generational
God. Don't
art that
take
shaped
us to a black
contemporary
and white
cinema
movie.
and will be studied and
Dying
analysed
to
for
watch
decades
it.
to come. Not only is this the pinnacle of intelligent reveals, but they
Wars.
also act as cultural events.
The father shit?
Moments in film history that
Don't tell me nothing about I'm Your Daddy.
Storytelling.
Jesus.
Inspire generations.
I've never seen Star Wars or Star Trek or any of the stars, okay? But I don't want to hear about them. I don't care about them. I know they have a cult following, but I'm just like, Anytime I've never tried to watch it, but I've been at somebody's house and maybe they have it on. I'm just like, it just seems so boring, like so boring. And obviously, the famous line, I'm your daddy or whatever the hell. It's like, I'm just not interested because that has just got shoved down my throat, pause, like too many times. So I'm just over it, all right?
Generations of filmmakers and borrowed
Just
itself into
overexposure.
the collective.
He's not gonna include the seven. Ooh, it's not the seven. Seven. I don't know why I want to say the 7 deadly sins. It's just 7 with Brad Pitt. Also great.
Memories of audiences worldwide. I crown only 4 movies with such royalty, and sat on the throne as the King of Kings is Oldboy.
I've never seen
Park
this.
Chan-wook
I've heard
crafted a
about it
revelation
many times.
so beautifully destructive, so psychologically violent, and so perfectly built that it stands unmatched in the history of cinema. Make sure you watch the original, not the remake. I promise it will change your life.
Oh, fine.
In the same realm as Oldboy is, of course, The Empire Strikes Back. The line that changed
No,
pop culture
Jesus
forever.
Christ.
One glance at the general
watch that.
zeitgeist at the time of release shows how monumental
Leave
it
me
was.
alone.
What people felt back then stuck with them forever, shaping an entire generation of people. That twist laid the foundation for the entire identity of the Star Wars universe. And just when you thought the horror genre spearheads every cliche and trope known in cinema, James Wan drops Saw 1 with one of, if not the greatest twist in both horror and cinema history. The twist
Is it the
elevated a
one?
low-budget film into a billion-dollar franchise that reshaped the entire genre.
This is actually not my favorite Saw. I don't know which one is my favorite, but I don't think it's this. I don't remember. I feel like they had so many at this point, but I think I've enjoyed other Saws more than this one. I don't think this was my favorite, but I don't know for sure. I haven't seen this in many, many years.
Finally, to round up the cohort of generational
Oh,
twists
God, I knew
is
he would
Psycho,
include the
which
black and white.
pioneered the idea of psychological deception in film. This reveal shattered audience expectations in 1960 and continues to ripple through storytelling today, from slashers to thrillers to psychological dramas. It must have been the equivalent of giving a Sour Patch to a medieval peasant. All the movies mentioned on this level rewrote the rules and marked itself in their respective genres as the greatest to ever do it.
Great cinema, agreed with a lot of these, okay? And I've seen pretty much all these movies except the ones that I pointed out, and there are a couple that I definitely want to check out. But I love a good plot twist. A psychological thriller with a great plot twist is the best. It's like you've been watching a movie for 2 hours and finally you get the end and it's like, oh shit, that's what's been going on this whole time. Oh, that's crazy. Or you've been reading a book, you know, for hundreds of pages and finally you get the end and it's like, oh, now you're connecting the dots and everything makes sense. And when it's done perfectly, oh, it's the best ever. If you guys have any movies that were not mentioned on this vid that you like, that had a good plot twist, let me know. Or books as well. For books, some of my favorite plot twists are The Silent Patient. I know that kind of has mixed reviews, but I really love that book. I also recently read a book called Hidden Pictures. I thought that was a pretty solid plot twist. But yeah, if you know of any, let me know. But yeah, great video. Y'all let me know what y'all think, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.